So you want to make a booklet or a bookleted zine, and you've got like your manuscript ready, you've got like your images and like your artwork, all of that ready. But then you don't really know how to actually arrange that final document and make that into a PDF and print it. And so that's what this is kind of for. Um, because I was struggling with this a lot. So I found the best way to do it is kind of to use two pieces of software. First is Scribus, and then the second is this absolutely awesome thing called PDF Arranger. There's probably other alternatives out there for Windows folks. This might even work on Windows, you can check. But this lets you kind of do it with everything, but Scribus is kind of the backbone I find for like actually arranging this stuff. So, uh, yeah, Scribus can seem kind of intimidating, but I'll give you the bare bones of what you need. So, you'll open it up and you'll select facing pages. And this is what it has that I found was just sorely missing from LibreOffice Draw. And then just pick whatever paper size you're working with. And so whatever you're working with, you can set this to inches, by the way. There we go. If you're working with like a letter, right? Um, you'll, have an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper. However, that's the whole piece of paper, and we just want the dimensions of half of it, right? The half we're working with. So we'll just divide that by 2 for just the long side, right? And then we want this to be in portrait, right? So you can also set your margins here. And then the next thing you want to do is set your number of pages. So make sure it's a multiple of 4, right? Because if you have a piece of paper and you fold it in half, you have the front, you have the first inner page, the second inner page, and then the rear, right? So make sure it's always a multiple of 4 so you can print that out. All right, and then you want to start on a right page if you're using like English. If you're using a language that reads the other way, then left page, or if you're doing something funky, All right, and then you start, and so that opens you up with this. So I find this is a lovely view. You can, just to preface, you can 100% span things across these two for making like full page spreads, and it will chop it for you, which is absolutely fantastic. But and this is again why I think this is a very good way to do it. Now you'll see it's a very minimalist UI, which is off the bat, which kind of is annoying. You'll go to, say you want to make your cover art, right? So this is the first page, and this is the last page, which is, but obviously these would be together when you're printing it so you can see the front and back. So what you'll want to do is kind of just eyeball it to begin with. Then you'll see, there's not much you can really do here. So I like to go to Windows and tick on both properties and content properties. For you, they'll open like a little floating window. You can just drag them to the side. Just makes everything better. And so, yeah, this is eyeballed, but we want this to be flush. So you can just go negative 5.5. There we go. My position. Oh, good. I don't normally get it that perfect. All right, just go 0, boom, and then all right, we're working with an 8.5 by 11, so just 11, 8.5, and boom. Now that is like perfectly flush. Then you just you can just either double click on it or click on it, content, and go get image, right? And then just grab your artwork or whatever. You can throw other images. You can raise them here. Stuff you'd expect from a editor like this. So that's kind of the gist of that. And then you want this to be on the last page too. You just copy it with Control C and just write it down here. Control V, and then again you'll just need to go boom. and then you're good. Just fix the positioning. So now I'm just going to open up a project I have in the works. Okay. So same cover and everything, but arranging everything into the zine here, right? Now you're like, okay, so now I've got my stuff ready. Now what? Then you just kind of go here to save as a PDF. Okay. So by default, it'll be like this. But here we can kind of show why why I like using Scribus is you can just go choose pages, hit the three dots, advanced reordering, and page group size 4. And this will do pretty much everything for you to like arrange it properly in the order you need for a booklet, right? Okay, you go okay. And then you just go save. And so that'll open up your PDF here. And so again, now you're looking at this and you're like, well, this still isn't actually what I need. And so that's where the next piece of software comes in. Oh, I don't have it open. Okay, you open up a PDF Arranger. You can do this with something else. You don't really need PDF Arranger. Anything that would let you combine multiple sheets onto a single page will work. So you could probably do this in like whatever Adobe's PDF viewer is, but they suck. So open up your PDF, and then you can just select everything, boom, and then just go, where is it? Merge pages. There you go. Columns 2, rows 1. I don't know what the rows really. The main thing is just columns 2. And then boom. Now this is all laid out perfectly, like for printing. Now, say you're using a printer that doesn't let you flip on the short edge. I know it's rare for you to have that, but you never know. Maybe your printer doesn't have that option. You can select all of these and then just rotate them. No, did that not do it for all of them? Nope. There you go. I'm control clicking to select multiple without like selecting that side. Okay, I guess I have to do it this way. There we go. Okay, and then it can flip on the long edge, but that's not really necessary. It's just if you don't have that option in your printer, it's nice to know you can do it this way, and then you can just save your PDF. Boom. Okay. Then boom, ready for printing. Now, this PDF Arranger is pretty awesome, and you can make something like LibreOffice Draw work with it. Here, I'll just go to export again and show you what I mean. So say whatever you're using doesn't support doing that. You can just go, you can just work on the half like pages, right? And then you can export them. Yes. Okay. And we'll close that. Reopen it. Okay. And so this one hasn't been arranged for bookletting, which, you know, oh dear. But you can just select all of it and then go into booklet and then generate with imposition. And boom, it's ready to go. Now you'll notice for this does look like there's a little bit of a seam, but here if I save it and I'll show you what I mean. That seam isn't really there. Like if you scroll, like you zoom right in, it just kind of disappears into nothing. It's only showing up on your monitor. Your printer won't actually like care about that unless it's a bad printer. It's just because of, you know, image compression or whatever, how it's getting rendered to your screen. But there really shouldn't be any seam there. And besides, that only really matters for the cover page. If it matters that much to you, you could, and it does break on your printer, you could, in theory, just separate the cover page from the rest and do it that separately and then combine them in. Just add it into the PDF arranger, because you can just you can add additional things into it, right? You can double up on PDFs. I think, yeah. So you can do that, but for my printing experience, it hasn't actually mattered at all. Like here, you can see like it's not even displaying it. That's just an issue with how it renders. So I hope you have fun and go and make your zines or your booklets or whatever, and take care.